Everybody, welcome to this app test for Justice for Hire on June 30th. And we have Andra here running the app test. We have David, aka Creator, and I am Jan. And let's get to it. Of course, you can join Justice for Hire, the cast of the first cinematic universe built with the community, a show that we're producing with a global cast and everybody who wants to join creating at justiceforhire.app. And you can invest in our company, the world's first social film studio, making movies and shows with the world that anybody can join from their phones at realworld.com. That is our company. And that's REELWURLD. And more specifically, you can invest on WeFunder. We're running our first crowdfunding campaign called, after we went viral on TikTok last year with our first wonderful episode of Justice for Hire, which has proved our model of making awesome things that people want to see with people around the world. And that is at wefunder.com/realworld, REELWURLD. So join us, check us out. Lots of amazing things happening right now, including you being able to get your own action figure, and you can join our party next week in New York if you want. So love you. And with that, I'll pass it to Andra.
Hi, David, thank you for joining us. As usual, these tests are for updates, improvements, or changes in the app. I'm glad to see every time someone joins and completes the missions and challenges that will go into our series. Without further ado, we can test directly on justiceforhire.app. And these sessions are recorded and you can find them on our YouTube channel. We're gonna test two main issues. One is you can log into your own account and check your DMs, the order in which your DMs appear. And then we're gonna start the second test. But let's just log into our own account on justiceforhire.app and go to our DMs. I believe David is working, but he's always working and he's always joining us. So thank you.
True dedication. It looks like it's all back to normal on my side. I have everybody that's yeah, I have let me just do a quick sweep of the months.
And we lately, because our app is getting, it is stable. We've been doing these sessions very focused, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes tops. But feel free to ask any questions. David, I was happy to receive your, the app works great. I need you on record, on camera. But yeah, I know. And
so I have something interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, I got a little confused here. Hold on.
And also remember that we need to clean the data.
Yeah. No, I was scrolling and I was looking at 2022 and all of a sudden I was in like April of 2021. I was like, hold on, what happened here? I'm just making sure that 2022. Yeah, no, it's all in order. This is great.
Okay. Awesome. So this is checked. Let's go to the next.
Just question, what caused that?
A simple condition that was switched.
Okay. So okay, I see what you're saying. So something was switched with another update that caused that, and then you switched that one thing back. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay. For the next test, because this has been like a ghost bug, I call it. It was appearing and disappearing and then appearing again. And as usual, because this app was built for Jan, who's JFH user 0, he found it. Yay. Who is JFH user 0. So there are certain conditions in which this bug was reproducing, and I want us to do the exact same steps. Whenever you go and view from the world page someone's profile, hero, client, or villain, for the first time, and you try to message them, the private conversation window should show their character name and their role. Previously, there were some glitches in which, even though it was a client, it appeared hero only the first time. So how we're going to test this is like this. Go create a test, hero, client, and villain account, each of you. Prefix it with test so I can delete the data immediately. This is the first step. And then the second step is logging into your own accounts and try to message these accounts for the first time. And it will have to be the specific role, hero, client, and villain. So I suggest that you do create the test accounts with the prefix role, like with prefix hero.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, or whatever. So was that clear?
So we're going to log out of our accounts, but we're going to stay in justiceforhire.app.
Yes.
We're going to log back in, choosing a hero, client, or villain, creating a test account with the name test, and then hero, client, or villain, and maybe today's date. And then we're going to go and DM the JFH account.
Yes.
Okay. And remind me again, like specifically the bug is this the bug that I found again on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And that was
because we've had this before, and then we tested for it and we said that it's not appearing anymore. Yeah. And then it appeared again because we didn't test in the same conditions. And the only conditions in which it appeared, it was when you first messaged a new account. Okay, so the thing to do then, maybe we just create the account, we enter chat, but we don't necessarily send any DM, because exactly. the way that I'm experiencing it is I go in there, I get the email, people saying that says, hey, there's a new person in Justice for Hire. I'm like, oh, let me go say hi, and I go in there and I go to say hi, and the first time I go in, it says hero for everybody, and then the second, if I leave and go right back in, then it says client. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then I'll create that, and then I'll log out, log back in as Jan, and see if it happens. Okay. Yes, because those are the exact conditions in which it happened. We didn't report the conditions in which it happened, but I found them because I remembered when you reported a bug that this has happened before. But it was only happening with new accounts, so that's why we need to do this. I passed by Doppel in New York this past weekend. I was like, this name sounds familiar. Steve, I just asked all of our advisors to sponsor one each of a figure for people from our cast. And so Steve Cohen just confirmed, and also to bring people to the event, to actually David texted me earlier. He's like, can I bring somebody? I'm like, please bring 100 people. Like, we should pack Doppel.
we just got our first publicist too, like 2 days ago. Like we're getting all this stuff done, and like this is like the intention is to pack that store. People should not be able to get in. That's how much we should pack it. It should be a problem.
A great coffee shop around there, so I wouldn't mind.
All we need is
I
a
was
video of no one being able to get in and be like, "Hey, Doppel, we're good partners."
scouting for great coffee in Soho last weekend, and I passed by Doppel, and I'm like, this name is so familiar. Where do I know it from? And then I checked, like,
Hilarious.
what do these people do? Oh, okay.
Oh, these are our partners.
I should have just walked in. Hey, I'm Andra, but I was like, I don't know if they were open.
You definitely should have done that because yeah, they'll. There's only a handful. There's probably like I think like 3 people that work there, so like a test client. Okay, they say 6. I'll put J up.
Well, I don't need an action figure of my character because
Everybody needs an action figure.
I still believe that the app is Andra in character, but this is another conversation.
6, 30, like 2, 2. Okay, there we go.
How cool is that? A character in character, the app out of character, Andra.
I hope you guys know that my test email account is na@sun.com.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You know, our villain joined from my riders 2 days ago, named the Amazon, and I deeply appreciated that she actually read this. She said, "Hold on, I'm just reading this," and she's like, "This is awesome," and it was just like you know, because she's like a cosplayer, like you know, real fandom type, and she actually read it, and she was like, "Okay, that's cool."
I'm sure she joined as a hero, but
Really? As a hero?
We can double check that.
She definitively said, "I'm a villain, and I'm joining as a villain."
We'll see.
But yeah, please let me know because I rivaled her. Wouldn't rival a hero. I mean, I guess I might. Okay, skip for now. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to the chat. There we go. So I've just gone into chat. I just saw something that said message sent successfully the second I entered the chat. I've never seen that before. It was a pop-up that came down from the top of the screen.
Did you send something or?
No, I this is my first time entering cast chat. It said message sent successfully.
The Amazon, you said? The Amazon?
The Amazon, yes.
Yeah, she joined as a hero.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, let me get out of here. I'm gonna create another client account. I'm gonna record my creation as I first enter to see if that message sent thing pops up because I don't know where that came from. I've literally never seen that.
Okay.
So all right, so I'm gonna log out of here. So there is now a
David, you can just test. You can just put like test at 123.com. Okay.
So I entered cast chat. So now there is some cleanup on the test client JL. So I'm gonna exit now. Everyone's having trouble with Instagram. Like Guru just messaged. That's because they just made apparently a big update that is attempting to make everything reels because they're copycats. Like hurry, and having all these problems.
Well, there's gonna be more and more issues with data and apps on your phone. We were very much ahead of our time with progressive web apps because a progressive web app doesn't track the amount of data that an app that you install does. And so it's a whole nother conversation. But since Roe v. Wade, there's going to be a lot of conversations, a lot around the apps that you have on your phone, how you're using Apple Pay, and any other app. So we were very much ahead of our time. Hopefully they will catch up to us.
I'm about to jump into message this client account.
Did it
Pressing
show?
message. And it says client on the first time, and it actually says the client name. Previously, it only said hero and had no hero name at all or character name at all. So now it says the actual client name. So it looks like it
Okay,
is
can we do this test with the villain account as well?
Yeah, sure. I will do that right now. But wasn't there something I was just saying that I was going to do?
Record the message.
I'll make a. Yeah, I'm gonna log in again. I'm gonna do one more client account just to make sure that because I would assume that there are many things that we haven't caught about the client account since we focus so much on hero and villain. So let's see, client, upload later. Test. All right. I put my email address is fo@reel.com.
Yeah, you should get some photo downloads. And while you're out there, go get me some beans from Kings Road.
Let me press record on this. All right. All right, here we are. We're in. And I'm going to go to client 2. Oops. Yeah, message sent successfully. So I got it again. So I'm going to send you this. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Did you send something or you just
Nothing.
press them? Okay.
I literally start, you'll see the video. I first get into the app.
Okay, that's good.
And I'll do it as a villain as well. I'm sending you a note. It says rogue message sent when entering. Rogue message successfully sent message notification. I'll call it pop up from top of the screen. On first setting chat, cast chat as a client. There we go. All right, that's sent. And now, what's next? Now I'm going to enter as a villain. That's me smiling into the abyss of YouTube. Anyone ever see the movie Abyss with the water monster, water alien monster?
No.
I think it was a James Cameron movie. I could be wrong. It may not be a James Cameron movie, but it was definitely inspired by like aliens and Sigourney Weaver and
I don't think it was called Abyss. I think, or maybe I think I did see it.
There is a film called Water. I remember the effects were at the time, you know, I guess good. Maybe even great. Maybe they're great at the time. Okay, joining as a villain. Hero name. Oh, well.
Don't ever eat almonds while you're on the call.
I've done it many times. You need to have a good liquid to drink.
Yeah. I just got
Test. Test one.
villain.
Thank you. JL6. All right. My email is oops@ididitagain.com.
I never realized until recently how masochist the Baby Hit Me One More Time was. And that was
wow.
and that was the song that, yeah, there's this series on Netflix, Song Exploder. And originally it was one, like they had to change it because it was so violent.
Really? Didn't it? I know. Literally never even thought about that.
Baby Hit Me One More Time. Really?
Never even crossed my mind. All right, villain as an action filmmaker. Never crossed my mind. Message sent successfully. So it's happening on villain too.
Okay.
So, I wonder if it happens on Hero. Okay, so I just sent you that, Andra, the video of it happening on villain. What was I doing on villain also?
Checking the character name and the.
Yes, I was logging out and logging back in as myself to see if that same thing happens. Thank you. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it says test villain. But it doesn't say villain. It says hero.
Because villain pose as heroes.
Yes, villains pose as heroes. But behind, once again, we've already gone over this several times. But behind the scenes, we know that whether they've chosen hero or villain.
Yes.
Cool. That's great. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And gonna make a video of that. I guess we already have a video saying that, but it's actually like really.
Of what?
Just like our onboarding video says exactly that. But I think that the importance of I was thinking about Creator yesterday. I was thinking about you, David. I was thinking about Creator yesterday, and I was thinking about this image that he's got of that we reposted as a team last week of this art, and he's got like this electricity coming out of his hands, and it's on his shoulders and all this other stuff. And I was just like, wow, man, like that's like, while we don't have superpowers, I think of in the JFH universe, I do think like a character like Creator is an awesome kind of Tony Stark moment of building the Iron Man suit. Like what happens every time if Creator's always updating his outfit, his gear, what happens when he actually can actually update his gear so that there's actual electricity coming out of it? Of course, that would be special effects for a film, etc. But I think about augmented reality, like AR effects, etc., built into our app ecosystem, and how that can be released as part of a character trait, and the character trait being defined within the technology as, oh, okay, like, so your character has this kind of trait, great, choose this. And now because you chose, not only did you choose hero, you chose a certain character trait. So eventually we expanded the options that you choose and that you build out your profile. And based on those character traits, you get AR effects to lay over your videos that you either upload or create natively within our app. And so creators should be able to eventually like hit his hands together and like the electricity comes on his shoulders, and then he maybe throws an uppercut or hits a door and then it blows up with electricity. Like that to me is like really, really cool. Like conceptually. So I was just thinking about talking about how we know.
We discussed about this when
Yeah, I know, but I'm
about the
thinking
game
like every time the idea comes back up, and this goes with any idea, it deepens, you know? So like just thinking about everyone thinking everyone else is a hero, but we know behind the scenes who's a villain. And then when we finally press the button to reveal the villains on the app, and how that's connected to the storyline, etc. So and therefore the aspects of your user interface are going to change based on the story. That to me, I just love that so much. And I just love that any of that's even part of our like trajectory. And so it's just really, really big deal. And so that
it's all about the fundamentals, how you set the start and anything. I mean, maybe it's not the best expression used, but this is the point that we're trying to get across. Like everyone else who's asking, have you thought about this? Have you thought about this? Yes, but as strong the foundation, as strong the expansion. So that's what.
Andra, I must ask you, did you just clean up the test?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I am trying to fill my time with something.
Great.
Also.
Okay, so you cleaned up the let me go back to a world page.
I cleaned up the chat, the cast.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so now I'm going into, what was I testing? I already tested villain. I already tested client.
I mean, the normal hero.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, the normal hero. Was there one other thing that I was doing? I think I might have gotten distracted by that little.
I think you wanted to see if the message is being sent on all the, like even when you start the conversation without sending anything.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Not sure if you can hear Jet playing with action figures in the background.
I miss that little guy so much.
Test. Oh, yeah. My email is almost@done.com.
I'm gonna start deleting some data meanwhile.
Okay. I'm creating the hero. Would you like to say? No, I don't want to say this stuff. Thank you.
I'm gonna delete the test users.
Okay. Except the hero one that I just created.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm going into chat. Yep, message sent successfully. So it's happening on all accounts.
Okay, great. When you initiate messaging from the profile, right?
When I go into chat for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. When you go to chat or to cast chat or to DM from the profile.
Once I press, I enter the world page. If you watch, it's the same flow in every video. I enter the world page for the first time. I enter the app for the first time, place on the world page. I press the word bubbles in the upper right-hand corner. And then I get put into cast chat And if you keep your eyes on the top of the screen, you'll see message successfully sent pop up.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this was it. So, I mean, an extra notification doesn't hurt. That one will be removed immediately, but nothing else in preparation for next week.
The only thing I see looking at the, I think we tested each one of the things on the watch page, if I remember correctly. There's still the sizing with
Oh, yeah.
those are not only the white bar, but that's a completely different size than this one.
Okay.
I'll screen that screenshot for you.
Okay.
Besides that, and the hood activist is an actual activist. She's very busy. So like I sent you her video. If you could populate her, just add that to her profile. I think that'll be great. Very helpful for people. But otherwise, I think we're really good to go for next week. And I'll send you a banner of the event for next week too, because we should just have that at the top.
Okay, awesome. Well, then I'll see you guys next time. Okay, we'll chat, but I'm not gonna be available on the week of the 13th.
Okay.
Of July and the 10th of August.
Okay.
So we need to see the rhythm, but we can chat about this privately.
Cool. Yeah. We can always do the week after the 13th. Be great.
Okay.
That'd be actually better for me too.
Because the week of 13th, I mean, it would be in 2 weeks from now. It would be the 13th, but I'm not available, so we can do 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, absolutely.
3 weeks from today.
And I'll see all you guys next week at the party. At the JFH party.
I'm waiting for the special invite in an envelope.
I gotta send out the. I totally forgot to send that. Should have sent that. Okay, I'm gonna put all that out now.
Okay. Okay, you can stop the recording.
David, hold. If you've watched this whole thing, remember you can join Justice for Hire from justiceforhire.app. So join the cast, make history with us, because that's really what's happening. Is what we're making history. Like even every one of these test sessions makes history. And every time you join, you make history. So join us, justiceforhire.app, and realworld.com is the site of our company making movies and shows of the world. But you should invest in our crowdfunding campaign because there's still room left for the early bird discount, which is 30%. Get 30% additional bonus stock if you join and do it right now. So definitely do it at wefunder.com/realworld, REELWURLD. Okay, because it's like I said, we just got our first publicist this week. Things are going to change and get very, very loud within weeks. I'm so serious. So if you don't invest now, you are going to miss out. And we don't want you to miss out because we want you, if you're paying attention, to actually be a part of this from the ground floor. So we love you guys. Okay, bye. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, David. Love you guys.